Never heard them doors lock. You never spun the whole block when 12 hit the dope spot. You never bundled up .7s into like 4 knots. But you ain't gonna get caught. It's a white bitch with Botox. You never made that bitch lock off the stove top.
Kendrick Lamar, The Heart Part 6. Now, after Drake went and tried to steal this title from Kung Fu Kenny, it's only right that Kendrick doesn't bend, he don't break, no Diddy, and he continues his series. Now, as you know, we going through the whole GNX album leading up to the live stream. Hit that thumbs up button. This video has a 2,000 thumbs up goal, and let's get to this music. I know this motherfucker gonna be crazy. Stay hydrated, folks. I love that. The soundscape on this is incredible. Like, he really went into a whole different range of sound that I've ever heard Kendrick from. Like, a lot of that Spanish influence, a lot of that jazz influence, a lot of that soul influence, a little bit of like that neo soul. Like I said on that other record, you can hear like a Bruno on that motherfucker or something like the Anderson .Paak and Bruno was going for, like that kind of vibe. This is just, it's dope and different, which is nice in hip hop.
Load up the Pro Tools and press 3. Studio filled with Jack in the Box and Pepsis. Niggas watching Warstar videos, not the SBs. Laughing at beat pump or stomach turning. I get up and proceeded to write some.
This nigga, so he's talking facts. Because he shouted out Brian Pumper. If y'all from the early eras of the internet, an era which in the time was terrible. You know, kids knocking out kids. Everybody getting knocked out on World Star. We got P stars like Brian Pumper becoming rappers. But there was a see, I think the difference between now and then is back then we all collectively sort of laughed at Brian Pumper. He was just like a clown. Now it feels like if he was to come out at this time, niggas would legitimately be fans of him. And I think that's where it's a little just annoying. But we shouldn't act like the internet was ever not a dumbass place. It's been like that since the beginning. That's why we love it.
Bees laughing at beat pump or stomach turning. I get up and proceeded to write some. Ab-Soul in the corner, mumbling raps, fumbling packs of Blackie Mouse, crumbling kush till he cracked a smile. His words legendary, wishing I could rhyme like him. Studied his style to define my pen. That was back when the only goal was to get J.
And that nigga is such a real nigga. You know what I mean? Ab-Soul, I think, is probably the least popular a good black hippie member, but he's with 3 giant artists, you know what I'm saying? But he's definitely the Ringo Starr, right? Even with that being said, a lot of people, I remember back in the day, a lot of people latched on to Ab-Soul. A lot of hip-hop heads latched on to Ab-Soul because of how great of a lyricist he is. If you want to see a true exhibit in what lyricism can be, listen to The End Is Near by Mac Miller and Ab-Soul. Oh my God. Mac Miller spits his best verse ever. His best verse ever. And there's absolutely no way in hell you don't go, ooh, he got washed. Because Ab-Soul, it's like imagine you seeing a nigga turn Super Saiyan and you're like, holy shit. Then the nigga turns Super Saiyan God. You like, oh wait, hold on. You know what I'm like? Super Saiyan is still amazing. Niggas don't be going Super Saiyan, but this nigga over here, the planet moving and shit. You feel me? Like
him, studied his style to define my pen. That was back when the only goal was to get J-Rock through the door. Warner Brother Records, hope Naeem Ali would let us know. Was excited just to go to them label meetings. Wasn't my record deal, but still I couldn't believe it. Me and Rock.
And that's a real ass nigga, you know, he's going in to show the solidarity of black hippie. The one thing about, you know, like you look at a group like G-Unit. G-Unit could have been so amazing. But then you have people like The Game who don't want to move in unison, who don't want to see niggas just exist in peace and then destroys it from within. Black Hippy has this strong, like that sense, like when people are actually friends, not like we're industry friends. Like, we're actually, it's my nigga, it's my buddy, you know what I'm saying? And we be with each other. Our kids know each other's kids. We can lean on each other. We had real moments.
Inside the booth hibernating, it was simple math. If he made it, that mean I made it. Everything I had was for the team. I remained patient, grinding with my brothers. It was us.
And that's how you should feel, man. If he made it and you made it. You know, sometimes sometimes I look at moments and I don't really even enjoy them like I be feeling like, cause like, bro, whenever like somebody like my brother hits like a milestone, I genuinely be feeling like I got it. Like a nigga can't tell me I don't got 1 million subscribers. You feel me? It just, that's just how I feel.
Against them, no one above us. Bless our hearts.
Bless our hearts.
Nigga Dave had a champagne Acura, a bunch of instrumentals I freestyled in the passenger. That nigga wore several hats, a producer, manager, director, and DJ. A hi-hat, squabbling bloods, pyrus, and keyways. For the
And I love what he's doing with the Heart Part 60. The Heart Part 5 was like him studying almost the downfall in greatness in a lot of examples, like how this all ends, whether it's the Nipsey, whether it's the Kobe, whether it's the OJ. In this one, it's more of he's celebrating the greatness of the people he knows and the people he's been around. And again, it speaks to like the growth and truly don't let the beef get it twisted. This is an album about growth. This is an album about positivity. It's an album about knowing you deserve to be great. And Kendrick himself is going through the experience of realizing what he means to the culture. And even when you look at the artwork and you look at that GNX, it's probably a car, I'm just assuming, he dreamed of since he was a kid. This nigga Kendrick this was a masterpiece, bro.
Director and DJ, a hi-hat, squabbling bloods, pyrus, and keyways. For this little thing of ours we call TDE, I watch him take some penitentiary chances, to say the least. Remember,
for this little thing of ours, so that's Cosa Nostra, you know, it's mafia. I seen him take penitentiary chances, but like catch what he's saying in here, like the double entendre.
We call TDE. I watch him take some penitentiary chances, to say the least. Remember in the county building with mixed bodily, we tried to freak the system just to make a couple ends meet. That's my nigga for shit show. He brought Q over, but Q didn't rap, but he learned from our inspo. We split Louisiana chicken riverboat special.
That makes sense when you see that interview when schoolboys like Kendrick's the sensei and all these things, but he just was inspired by such greatness. The greatness in him came because I one time, and I had this discussion, I totally understand what he means, and that's his perspective on it, and I do, while I personally don't think Schoolboy Q is a better rapper than Kendrick Lamar, I think he could, in theory, make a better album or something than Kendrick, because even though Kendrick sparked your greatness, he enlightened you to your godhood, to your power. It's not that you didn't have it. You understand what I'm saying? It's like a nigga lit a firework and the firework blows up. You don't know what's gonna come out the box, but it might be a dud, it might be a banger, but that is on the firework, and Schoolboy Q definitely came out as a straight banger. But I definitely, that's my perspective on that kind of shit. Like, I low-key do think you sort of can surpass the master, but I don't really think it should ever be your goal. I don't really think it should just be anything you reach for, but I do think it's possible.
Sleeping next to O2 our consoles to be our refuge. He was homeless and I left home. Q said, Dot, you won't be slept on. You the nigga to bet on. Top had given us dominion in the home he lived in. Hoping that we see some millions. God bless our hearts. played Phil Jackson in my early practices. Strategies on how to be great amongst the averages. I picked his brain on what was ordained. Highly collaborative. Rep pushed the label the same amongst the savages. Moose kept my name in the function that he was running. Tees kept the vultures away from me that was coming. Soundwave let me borrow his clothes for shows as a hype man. They cook up in his room till the night ends.
And you see all the, like, you know, like you ever hear the expression, it takes a village to raise a kid, and it's like, you can look at that in so many different ways. Is, man, nobody gets here by themselves, no matter what. There's niggas I don't like. There's niggas I just flat out don't like anymore that have contributed in ways to help me, whether it be one video, whether it be gave me a ride to a piss test so I didn't go to prison for 80 years, whether it was, you know, whatever they did in my life to help me get to where I am right now. And Kendrick uses the hard part 6 to celebrate it, because you gotta remember, it's almost like there was like this darkness on it from the beef of the name of his series, and this is, he's actually coming from the heart and from a different perspective now, from the perspective of happiness. And it's like, damn, this isn't exactly what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like a examination of this bitch ass nigga Drake. I ain't gonna lie, something, you know what I mean? But what he did with this was way better than my idea.
Flies, I'm carrying debates of a top 5, burying my ops and allies. But I done a half job communicating feelings of being stagnant. Life was getting bigger than just rapping. The business, what I was lacking. Top used to record me back when it was poor me, and now we at the round table for what assures me. I guess.
So he said maybe Kendrick dipped away from the music to get his business correct. And he left TD and went independent, but still with these niggas as if he didn't leave.
My motivation was the yearning for independence. Poured everything I had left in the family business. Now it's about Kendrick. I wanted...
Poured everything he had into the family business. Baby Keem, TDE. Now it's about Kendrick.
Evolve, place my skill set as a black exec. I jog my memory knowing Black Hippy didn't work cause of me. Creatively, I moved on with new concepts in reach. Top...
Oh my God. Oh my, nigga, I just got goosebumps. You feel like Black Hippy didn't work? I think the thing about a group is it was a platform, it was a launching point. I know you probably thought Black Hippy was gonna go down as, but nigga, a lot of people put Black Hippy up there with the woos in there. Obviously, I don't have the catalogs of these people together, but individually, what came from Black Hippy, bro, it's Dungeon Family. It's like, god damn, these are all juggernauts. Obviously, Kendrick being the biggest of them all, but it's like, you know, if I got to play, and I always use basketball reference, so let's stay right there. If I got to play in the NBA, right, and I scored 2 points, nigga, I'm gonna be talking shit about this for the rest of my life, right? But if LeBron James scores 2 points, he probably doesn't sleep that night. He probably up there shooting shots. And it's like, damn, you really... I wonder what Kendrick thought Black Hippy could be, because I genuinely thought they reached their potential. I don't think they're like a slaughterhouse at all. I don't think there's really a, like, what could have been from Black Hippy. I don't. Y'all had an era, bro, and I'm talking about, like, my whole high school. Y'all had it a lot, especially during, like, that Good Friday and back when there was, like, good music and MMG and good and Black Hippy and what the fuck. YMCMB. There was just like, man, it's crazy to think that.
Evolve, place my skill set as a black exec. I jog my memory knowing Black Hippy didn't work cause of me. Creatively, I moved on with new concepts in reach. Top, remember Harlem sessions? We would strategize, then hit the streets, then come back, record 3 records. To tell the truth, it fucked me up when D-Man passed. The motive was the condolences, but the pride crashed. I had...
That'll happen a lot of times. It's like, you know, that's actually why D12 broke up. Proof gone. M just felt like, and a lot of them felt like the spirit of the group was gone.
To bypass old mythologies I had, put my heart on display like it was an iMac. To how my young niggas let me be the demonstration, how to conduct differences with a healthy conversation. If that's your family, then handle it as such. Don't let the socials gas you up, but let emotions be your crush. Pick up the
So him and Top got into it. That's why he went independent, even though he longed for it. And he's explaining. It's like, God, niggas don't be real like this. He's explaining why he felt this way.
phone and bust it up before the history is lost. Hand to hand shake is good when you have a heart to heart.
Use your heart and not your eyes. Baby, just relax your mind. If you got time and I got time.
Ah, this is what I call an album, y'all.
Watch them fly. Use your heart and not your eyes.
Woo!
When you're 85 years old,
Now, KBD family, after this, we have one more reaction. So hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button, KBD family. Salute. I see. Oh, here comes a reaction. A music video might be right here. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. I just said that. See you on the next video. We gone.